Did you ever stop to think about the tiny habits that might be quietly siphoning off your wealth? You know, those little things you do every day that seem harmless but can actually add up to a significant financial drain? Today, let's dive into 7 wealth-killing habits that you probably didn't even realize you had. And trust me, these aren't just random observations, they're backed by solid research. So, let's get started. First up is the anchor effect. This is a cognitive bias that plays tricks on our minds. Imagine you're shopping for a new laptop. You walk into a store and see a flashy model priced at $2,000. It's a lot, right? But then you notice another one for $1,500. Suddenly, that $1,500 laptop seems like a steal. The problem? It's still $1,500, a hefty price tag. This phenomenon occurs because we tend to rely too heavily on the first piece of information we encounter, which in this case is that $2,000 laptop. To combat this, you need to train yourself to compare prices across different stores and think critically before making a purchase. Don't let one price dictate your perception of value. Next, let's talk about the Diderot effect. This is where one new purchase spirals into a series of unplanned expenses. Picture this. You buy a beautiful new couch for your living room. It looks amazing, but then you realize your old curtains clash with it. So, you buy new curtains. Then, you think, well, I need a new rug to tie it all together. Before you know it, you've spent way more than you intended. To avoid this trap, stick to your shopping list. Resist the urge to complete a set unless it's absolutely necessary. Your wallet will thank you. Now, let's dive into mental accounting. This is a concept where we treat money differently based on its source or intended use. For example, many people view their tax refunds as bonus money, leading them to spend it frivolously instead of saving or investing it. The truth is, money is money. It doesn't matter where it comes from. It should all go toward your financial goals. So, rather than treating that refund as extra cash to splurge on a vacation, consider putting it into savings or paying down debt. Every little bit counts. Moving on, we have the sunk cost fallacy. This is a tough one because it plays on our emotions. We often stick with bad investments or projects because we've already poured so much time or money into them. Think about it. How many times have you held on to a stock that's tanked, hoping it will bounce back just because you've already lost money on it? It's okay to cut your losses. If something isn't working, it's perfectly fine to move on. Learn to evaluate your investments based on their current potential, not on what you've already sunk into them. Now, let's discuss procrastination, which is often fueled by over-optimism. Many of us think we can put off saving or investing because we believe we'll have more time or money later. But the reality is, life is unpredictable. The earlier you start saving, even if it's just a small amount, the more you benefit from compounding interest. So don't wait for the perfect moment to start. Start now. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. Just get into the habit of saving something regularly. Next up is a common misconception: misunderstanding inflation. Many people underestimate how inflation can erode their purchasing power over time. Even a modest inflation rate can significantly impact your savings. Imagine if you're just letting cash sit idle in a savings account. Over time, that money loses value, and you're essentially losing wealth. To combat this, consider investing in assets that can outpace inflation, like stocks or real estate. Don't let your money sit stagnant. Put it to work for you. Finally, we arrive at the importance of financial literacy. Studies show that people with low financial literacy are more likely to incur high fees, take on bad debt, and miss out on investment opportunities. The good news? You can change this. Invest time in learning about personal finance. Read books, attend seminars, or take online courses. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make informed financial decisions that can lead to wealth accumulation. So, there you have it. 7 hidden habits that might be quietly destroying your wealth. These habits are like termites, silently eating away at your financial health. But now that you're aware of them, you have the power to change. Start by tackling one habit at a time and watch your financial situation improve. Remember, it's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about consistent, small improvements over time. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video with friends or family who could benefit from it. Together, let's break these habits and build a more secure financial future.